Hello everybody. Now we are going to discuss about remaining endocrine glands, adrenal glands. So location of adrenal glands, as you can see in the figure, it just lies at the top of kidney, and since it lies at the top of kidney, it is also called suprarenal glands. Supra means above, renal means kidney. So it lies above the kidney, that's why it is called suprarenal glands. Structure, if you look at the structure, then it is triangular and yellowish color, and it has got two region. Outer part, yellowish part is called cortex, and the inner part is called medulla. Each part secretes different hormones. So the cortex produces three types of hormones: glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids, and androgens. Similarly, medulla region, it produces two hormones called adrenaline and noradrenaline, and these hormones are produced during the stress. So let's talk about the hormone produced by adrenal cortex. So one by one, the first hormone let's discuss is mineralocorticoids. So since it is related with minerals, so it it is concerned with metabolism of minerals, especially sodium and potassium ions, and also it will help to control amount of water in the body. If it is produced in less amount, hypersecretion, it can cause nervous nerve disorder, and that kind of disease is called Conn's disease. Similarly, next hormone produced by adrenal cortex is glucocorticoids. So gluco means it is related with carbohydrate. So these hormones are related with regulation of metabolism of carbohydrate, protein, and fats. And if this hormone is produced more, hypersecretion, it can cause abdominal obesity, means your stomach area it will swell up, whereas the limb muscles, the muscles of legs and hands, they get thinner, and such disease is called Cushing's disease. The last hormone produced by adrenal cortex is gonadocorticoids, or it is also called sex corticoids. So it is related to gonads or sex organ. So these hormones they are related with functioning of sex organs and develop secondary sexual characters. So secondary sexual character means, like in male, if it is male, then mustache, appearance of mustache, beards. In female, development of breast, mammary gland, etc. These all are, helped. The development of these secondary sexual characters. It is helped by this hormone. And if this hormone produce more, then uh, it can has the effect of development of opposite gender sexual character. It means to say, if male, then female character starts developing in his body, and if female, then male character starts to develop in her body. Like example, if that happens, then in female, it is called adrenal virilism, and in the male, that disease is called gynecomastia. Now, let's go to the hormones produced by adrenal medulla, the, the central part of adrenal gland. So it produces two hormones. As it was said before, these hormones are produced when anyone is under stress, like face emergency, some, like uh, some danger appears in front of you, then such kind of condition, these hormones are produced. So adrenaline, during that condition, when anybody is under stress, then what will happen? Then it will increase the rate of metabolism. The heart rate will increase, blood pressure increase, and glucose level in the blood increases, and respiration rate increases, and oxygen consumption also increases. Because of that, more energy is produced, and it will help to face that situation. So since this hormone is preparing body to face emergency, This kind of hormone is known as emergency hormone. Similarly, we have another hormone called noradrenaline. So it also helps to increase heart rate, cardiac output, means it helps to pump more blood by the heart, and blood pressure will increase. So the ultimate aim of all this is to make the metabolism high to produce more energy so that it will be easy to face that situation. Now let's go to sixth gland, that is thymus gland. It just lies in thorax. Uh, it is lying at the upper part of thorax, very close to heart, between two lungs. Structure wise, it is soft, pinkish and bilobed mass, like it looks like thyroid gland. It is only active until puberty. It means to say from the birth of child till puberty it will be very functional, and after puberty then its size start to get shrink, and slowly its size will be reduced and it will be replaced by fat, and it produces a hormone called thymosin. And thymosin, it is helping to produce T cells in our body. T cells means it is also called T lymphocytes, a kind of WBC in bone marrow, and it helps to make our immunity system strong. Now, pineal gland, so it lies within the brain between two cerebral hemisphere, and area is called epithalamus. So if you remember, diencephalon has three regions. So nearby epithalamus, this gland is located. Structure, it is small and cone-shaped. It produces a hormone called melatonin, and melatonin hormone is related with controlling circadian rhythm of body. Circadian rhythm means our biological clock, because we feel sleepy at night and daytime we are active, so that our cycle is called circadian rhythm, and this is controlled by the hormone melatonin, and this hormone is produced more amount when there is dark and produced less during daylight. So because of that, at night we feel sleepy and daytime we don't feel sleepy. It also inhibits the onset of puberty, means it will help to push the beginning of puberty, uh, and in lower animals it helps to bring the color change of skin, like you might have seen in animal like chameleon. We also call it garden lizard, where it can change the skin color, and that is possible due to this hormone called melatonin. Now, last gland that we are going to discuss is gonads. It is two different types. In male, it is represented by testes, whereas in female, it is represented by ovaries. You can see this is ovaries, it is female gonad, and in male, it is represented by testes. So let's discuss about testes. So testes, they are in pair and enclosed in scrotal sac. It's a sac made of skin, and it lies outside the abdominal cavity. And structure, it is elliptical in shape, I mean oval in shape, and it consists of inside it is consisting of lot of minute seminiferous tubules, which are lined with a kind of cells called cells of Leydig, and this cells of Leydig produces a hormone called testosterone, and the function of this testosterone is to develop sex organ and secondary sexual characters like beard, mustache, thickness of sound, etc. And it also helps to stimulate production of sperm in the testes. That process is called spermatogenesis. Now let's go to female gonads. female gonads, it is called ovaries. There are opero ovaries that lie on either side of the uterus against the pelvic wall, and structure wise it is a size of large grape, and they secrete two hormones called estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen, it develops sex organ and secondary sexual characters in female body like widening of pelvis. Your pelvic area will be wider so that you can there'll be space, there'll be room to grow the baby, and development of breast, etc. Menstruation cycle begins, and it stimulates the maturation of ova. Ova producing ovary. Ova means eggs. It helps to produce. It helps to make the egg mature plus release as well. And progesterone, its function is to prepare the uterus for pregnancy and development of mammary glands to produce milk. With this, we finish this chapter.